Hey guys, it is Mel from Mel Ryan 100% You, just jumping on for our weekly update. Why I do these updates is because sometimes when we look at what other people are going through, it really resonates with what is going on with us collectively as well. So I think that we're all connected in so many ways. And so this is a really beautiful way to check in to be able to get an insight into understanding yourself that little bit more as well. So what's been going on for people this week? It's been a big week of death, to be honest. Like lots of people have come in with stories that are above and beyond what you would imagine people can go through, and not just one person passing, but multiple people in a short space of time passing it. And so when we're surrounded by so many endings, and particularly life endings, it can be really confronting and really quite draining, and it really makes us assess ourselves a lot and what's going on. So that's one thing I want to talk about. The other, of course, what goes with death is grief, and how that brings up our own grief of life, what we wanted life to look like, what life looks like for us, and collectively the grief of what so many people are going through at the moment. I think grief, particularly this year, has been a topic that I have visited many times, and I've done quite a few workshops for different places and different people. I've also written some really amazing articles that help you understand grief and what it means for us and why we go through things and how we can support ourselves better. So if that's you and you would really like to get that insight, send me a DM and I can send those articles to you, because sometimes being able to find a different perspective in that, and it's too much obviously for me to say in one post, but it really goes into understanding what happens to our bodies and what happens to our stories when we're stuck in so much grief or when we're experiencing it firsthand for ourselves. That said, it has been a lot for a lot of people, and it's one, allowing ourselves to grieve, finding the space and the permission to do that, and two, it's then looking at what happens afterwards. And so these are the themes that have come up this week, which is death, grief, and then deep change. I think the importance of being aware that we're forever changed when we go through periods of grief and the endings of things that are particularly near and dear to us. And it's being able to have the time and the space to sit in what that change looks like and explore that. And I think we don't do enough of that. I'm in Melbourne and we're still in winter, and winter is that really beautiful reflection time where we have to turn inwards and look at ourselves and pause and rest and recuperate and regenerate and all the things that we need to tuck ourselves in and love ourselves and nurture ourselves. And yet life is so busy. And so I think it's really important that to allow deep change to happen, which seems to be what so many people are going through. There's a real transformation space, which is what we're in at the moment. That needs rest. And what does rest look like? That is a beautiful question, because so many of us rest at the end of the day, or we just do all the things, we try and do it quicker so we can get to bed earlier. But rest is the choice of being able to go, I'm readjusting what I'm giving. And if you think about that for you at the moment, is there a particular area in your life where you feel really drained and really pulled and exhausted that we could tuck you in and support yourself that little bit better, have a boundary, really step into thinking about what you need? Because sometimes stopping is important. A lot of people go away in winter, and it's not just that we're looking for the sun in a different place. We're actually looking for time off and the pause and the letting go of responsibility and being able to fill our cups again to get some energy in, which cleverly we do as a holiday. But for people that can't go away, or for people that are still stuck, it's like, what is it going to look like for you if we don't rest you? It's letting things take the time they need to take. And I think that's a beautiful message this week is, let's step out of the rush and let's pause that and come back into the question, what do I need? But look at it in a way to hold enough space for me and allow myself to stop before I actually answer that question. And then look at what our answer is in a different way, because for collectively, for so many people this week particularly, it's needing that pause and needing to immerse themselves in the space where they are tucked in and nurtured. We need to allow ourselves the time that we need to see who we are going to be moving forward. So that's a really beautiful message. There's some pretty great workshops that go into grief as well. So I'm here for all the support that you need. I've been working pretty hard on some pretty amazing new things coming up in unpacking our patterns and not just being able to understand ourselves, but being able to honor ourselves in a way that we really deserve. In-person workshops that I am going to put out there that are really for people that want that next step in understanding themselves and being able to support themselves in such a more empowering way. And so reach out to me if that's you. There's lots of things that will be coming up about that. Otherwise, that is me for this week. Remember to love and look after yourself, and I will catch you all next week.